Let's set up Rob. Rob is out at the Whipple Building, where we just showed you a live shot not too long ago. And Rob, this is a place where this morning we knew there was going to be kind of an emergency protest, it was called, for folks to come out. And what have you seen out there, and how are things looking now?
Well, what I've seen here in the last couple of hours is, the crowd has shrunk a bit. It was a lot healthier earlier today. Now, they did have the exits off Crosstown blocked for a short time. I came in between 10:30 and they were open. But Scott, let's show this. When we first got here, this road here in front of the Whipple Building, and the Whipple Building is a federal building right over here across the parking lot. This was lined with federal agents all the way down the road, and the crowd here then on the other side of the street facing them. And now it has kind of shrunk over to this entrance here, kind of on the southwest part of the parking lot. What had happened is there was a convoy of vehicles that had come down the road and gone in. And once that had passed, then the agents then went back on over to the property. So it appeared that they were lining the road to keep it open for whatever the convoy was. We saw buses, we saw vans. The buses were empty. The vans was hard to see into, a lot of tinted windows, but it didn't look like there were many people in them. So unclear what that kind of motorcade of vehicles coming in here was. But again, once that passed, then the federal agents went across the road to this entrance. There were many, many more of them here. There were probably several hundred lining this road earlier, a much smaller contingent now, and a much smaller crowd of protesters here as well. But then it became kind of tense there for maybe a minute or so, as some folks had followed the agents across there. Didn't see exactly what instigated it, but I did see some people kind of getting in the face of some of the agents, trying to block a vehicle out here in the road. And that's when somebody else said that somebody may have thrown a piece of fruit at them or something, is what it appeared to them. And then some of the agents rushed over here and tackled maybe a couple of people over here. That dispersed pretty quickly, but for a few moments there, it looked like it could have been escalating. People started chanting, though, to the folks that were in the front, "Don't take the bait, don't take the bait, don't take the bait," meaning that, that is what we heard from the governor yesterday, is that, don't let anything escalate that would prompt a larger federal response. And so there were a number of people out here saying that, don't take the bait, saying don't escalate, don't let this get out of control. So
Rob,
this is kind of what it's gone to now.
Sorry, Rob, and we're on a little bit of a delay here, but I want folks to know that we're showing some video from earlier this morning. I didn't want anybody to think this is happening right now, but this is some of the video that we saw. Maybe you saw some of this too. It was probably, in the maybe 10 o'clock hour, somewhere in there, where we did start to see things get a little bit more dicey there. Anyway, I just wanted people to know that this is from earlier today, some of what we saw.
And I can't see what you're showing. I don't have access to video, but that is probably what I had witnessed as well, right here. And that was probably around 11 o'clock or so, between 10:30 and 11, when that occurred, where things got a little bit contentious there for, again, a minute or so, and then it calmed down as federal agents then went back to where you see them now, which is at the gates where you enter the parking lot here for the Whipple Federal Building. So again, I was probably, I don't know, 30, 40 yards away on the other side of the crowd, so I didn't see exactly what occurred right in the middle there, but they got close and provoked a reaction. But again, a lot of people here encouraging other folks, don't do anything to provoke any sort of, reaction or instigation here.
Hey, and Rob, just really quickly, have you seen any counter-protesters? Governor Walz had mentioned it during his presser today. Just curious if you've seen that at all.
The only thing that I have, that I saw here when we first got here, and I don't think I see them right now, but there were a couple of people standing right in front of some of the agents right here down the road, and they were there saying, they were facing the protest crowd, so facing the same direction as the federal agents, saying that we stand here with them, that they supported them. And then there were other people kind of like, interacting with them, and it appeared to be maybe that was, could have escalated as well. It did not. But there were a couple people here that were essentially, if you want to call them counter-protesters, they said they were here to support ICE, and that was provoking a little bit of back and forth with some of the other folks here. But again, plenty of other people saying, don't let this escalate.
Thanks, Rob. Yeah, Governor Walz specifically calling out that instance this morning in his presser, saying, counter-protesters are there. He saw one with maybe a bullhorn on television, said they have every right to be there as well. So let them say their piece as well. Again, just a really different tone here now, 24 hours out. The messaging from local officials is definitely, well, at least at the state level, has been, let's turn down the temperature here. Rob, thank you. We'll let you go. We'll check in with you here in just a little bit. Appreciate it. All right, we're going to take a quick break here on All Day Live, but much more to come. We have much more live coverage continuing today. Stay with us. We have some more press conferences and more developing news here on All Day Live.